that out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Let's go. Let's go. Tiger.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Ford. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Smith to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Braxton Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Let's go, come on.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Off the defender. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his his receiver Moore.
Let's go.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to the air on second down, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and there's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
the right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll make this a second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
On first down, Smith. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Smith. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on second down is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Smith. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy. We are going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
They stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Smith now to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Reset. Hey, easy.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go, 15. 12.
After the run, Smith going to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. First career pick for the rookie Josh Jackson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Stills the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Powers through. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ford. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing is Smith. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Hurry up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Smith going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, Smith again. On the left side, this is Stills. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay?
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On first down, Smith. And he's going to be sacked.
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air boot, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.